Ugh, fucking ground mouths. 15 people died in this wrong turn, tying it with part 3 for the most kills of the franchise. The victims consisted of 13 men and only 2 women, a gender imbalance we are very used to seeing by now, and with a runtime of 110 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 7 1/3 minutes. By my count, there were 76 deaths in Psycho Goreman. The victims included men, women, children, Templars, orcs, Mr.'s Bucket, and plenty more, so don't even think about touching that pie chart. It is full of purpley space stuff. With a runtime of 95 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 1.25 minutes. 15 people died in Fear Street Part 1 with the unusual gender breakdown of 10 women and 5 men. Talk about casual representation. I like it. With a runtime of 107 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 7.13 minutes. By my count, and that one shot near the end, there were 14 kills in Fear Street Part 2. We had 6 male victims, 6 female victims, and 2 I'm not sure of, because they were wrapped up in sheets. With a runtime of 111 minutes, that left us with a kill on average just about every 8 minutes. We had 19 kills in Fear Street Part 3, the most of the entire trilogy. There were 10 male victims and 9 female victims, the only Fear Street movie with more dead dudes than ladies. With a runtime of 114 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 6 minutes flat. 8 people died in Spiral, with the victims consisting of 7 men and only a single woman. Really scaled back the killing here. The last 3 Saw movies had double-digit kills. With a runtime of 93 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 11.63 minutes. By my count, 34 people died in A Quiet Place Part 2. The victims included 24 men, 8 women, and 2 bodies I just couldn't tell. And no, I didn't count the aliens because they're not humanoid. Come on, learn the arbitrary rules I often break. With a runtime of 97 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 2.85 minutes. I counted 31 kills in Mortal Kombat 2021. Only 3 of them were of women, while the 28 male victims included a lot of unnamed ninjas. Some frozen chunks in that pie chart though, so I don't think it's fit for consumption. With a runtime of 110 minutes, that left us with a kill on average about every 3.5 minutes. Whoa, it does work! I counted 17 kills in Candyman 2021. There were 8 female victims and 9 male, a pretty even split for this honey pie. Is that a thing? With a runtime of 91 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 5.35 minutes. By our best count, 143 people died in the Forever Purge. That's far from the top spot. In fact, it's currently tied for 8th most kills with Dawn of the Dead. Step it up, Purge movies! With a runtime of 103 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 43.22 seconds. I counted 31 kills in Halloween Kills, the highest body count from any movie in the franchise. In fact, let's see how it stacks up against the others. As you can see, the original wasn't all that bloody, while Season of the Witch came close to this one, and them zombie movies did some work too. The victims in this film were 17 males, 5 females, and 9 unknown firefighters, giving us this Michael Pyers chart. And with a runtime of 105 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 3.39 minutes. 11 people died in Don't Breathe 2, with the victims consisting of 9 men and 2 women. That's a mostly blue pie chart that actually matches the breakdown we just saw recently in Would You Rather, along with a few other older episodes. It's also nearly 4 times the victims in Don't Breathe 1. With a runtime of 98 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 8.17 minutes. Alright, what do you got, Chuck?
A grand total of 21 victims.
What is that, just the people you killed? Okay, listen man, I know you can kill, but trust me, I can count. First off, don't include the cat. Humanoids only. Sorry, kitty. Next, looks like you count 7 bodies in the theater including Nathan, which does match the long shot when they leave, but it doesn't account for the 3 bodies seen in the aisle or the 1 additional seated body seen in another shot. You count the explosion, which I don't want to do yet, because I didn't see Kyle's body. And looks like you're taking credit for Logan's kill, which I'll ultimately accredit to Junior. You didn't count the flashback kills, which, I mean, you gotta, man. And because of your ego or whatever, you didn't count any of the Chucky deaths. Here, let me show you how it's done. By my count, there were 34 kills in Chucky Season 1. 24 of those victims were men or Chuckies, while only 10 were women. Not very equitable, but it is a good guy pie. Chucky added 26 kills to his personal total, with 23 by himself and 3 together with Tiff. Those kills consisted of 1 electrocution, a neck snap, 2 miscellaneous from the defenestration and the drug cocktail, and a whopping 22 kills with bladed objects. One day I should really break those down. In addition to her 3 joint custody kills, Tiffany had 1 additional kill on her own, her old standby with a nail file, making all 4 of her kills done with bladed objects. At the end of season 1, this is how the dolls stack up. You know, I hope Glenn/Glendo will return to the chart in season 2. The TV series had more than twice the number of kills as any movie, but of course, it was also at least 4 times as long. Speaking of which, with a season of 8 episodes, we had on average 4.25 kills per episode. Boom, bitch, that's how you count! I counted 34 human victims in Willy's Wonderland. There were 11 female victims, 22 male victims, and 1 unknown pair of legs in a flashback, giving us a 2-to-1 dude to lady ratio with a tiny sliver of gray. With a runtime of 89 minutes, that gave us a human kill on average every 2.6 minutes. Not bad. There were also 8 animatronic kills, with 6 of them male characters and 2 of them female. That left us with a 3-to-1 ratio for this mechanical pie, and an animatronic kill on average every 11.13 minutes. I counted 26 kills, or transformations of actual characters, in Black Friday. The victims included 13 males, 12 females, and 1 big old kaiju thing. That gives us this pie chart, but since it's the day after Thanksgiving, let's have a second pie, showing how 15 victims were people who got killed or infected, 10 victims were infected people getting killed, and again, 1 was a giant kaiju thing. With a runtime of 84 minutes, we had a kill on average every 3.23 minutes. 46 people died in Malignant, with the victims consisting of 22 men and 24 women, giving us an impressively equal pie chart considering the number of bodies. Also, mildly interesting that out of 358 kill counts, this is the first one with 46 victims. With a runtime of 111 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 2.41 minutes. 11 people died on the beach that makes you old, with 4 male victims, 6 female victims, and 1 newborn of unknown gender. That gives us this age-old pie chart, which has more red than blue. Again, we've been seeing that more often lately. With a runtime of 108 minutes, old had a kill on average every 9.82 minutes. We counted 53 kills in VHS 94. The victims consisted of 43 men, 9 women, and 1 unknown head in a bucket, giving us a more than 4-to-1 ratio of dead dudes. That body count puts 94 just ahead of its predecessor, but VHS 2 is still the reigning champ of the series. The kills per segment broke down like this, with the subject responsible for just over half of them. Timo reigns supremo. With a runtime of 103 minutes, VHS 94 had a kill on average every 1.94 minutes. And with 5 segments, including the wraparound, the movie had an average of 10.6 kills per segment.